Hi, Jessica here with another video. If you are new to my channel, my name is Jessica and I am a corporate recruiter. I post job-related content specifically targeted to job seekers, and I also post content in regards to companies that are hiring each month. So if you're interested in that type of content, then definitely subscribe to my channel. And if you're interested in specific jobs that are hiring right now in the Canada region, keep watching. All right, so the number one company that I'm really excited to share is Shopify. So Shopify is actually based in Canada and I did not know this. So if you haven't heard of Shopify, Shopify is basically an e-commerce company. They specialize in cloud-based e-commerce. A lot of different small businesses are using it and people that are in the e-commerce space. And they're actually hiring for 79 jobs that have been posted recently, and recently for me would be in the past month or so. So they have actually posted 79 jobs, and after looking at a lot of their positions, I'm actually on their website right now. A lot of the positions are remote work, like full-time 100% remote jobs. A lot of them are stating the location for Canada, but there are also positions in the United States as well as Australia and certain countries in Europe, along with different parts of Asia as well. So if you are on the market for a new job, specifically one that offers remote work 100%, you should definitely check out Shopify. Something else to just note about the different positions is that these are corporate functions that really vary. I see account management roles, I see HR and onboarding specialist type of positions. I've also seen education roles, marketing roles, so you name it, you may be able to find something at Shopify. Actually, when I looked on the Shopify's LinkedIn page, their last post was basically saying, let me see if I can find it. Literally in big letters, we're still hiring. So if that is not a great advertisement for come find a job, I don't know what is, but they are based in Canada and a great company to look at overall. Something that I really saw when I was looking on the Shopify company LinkedIn page is just a really big focus on diversity and inclusion, like so much that you can even find a recent video where one of their employees is talking about how they've had struggles as a chronic stutterer, and they actually get to do what they love and have found a really nice environment there at Shopify. So D&I, or diversity and inclusion, is something that's huge for me. It's really important. So to see something like that and seeing someone be able to feel comfortable, even coming with any challenges that they've had to face over the years, and finding an environment that is really accepting of that, I think is awesome. So again, number one on the list is Shopify. Number two on my list here is a company called Linic Group, which I had not heard of Linic Group before, but it's a Canadian-based company and Canadian-owned company. It's actually, I want to say it's based in Toronto, is where the headquarters is. Anyway, they're basically a staffing firm that specializes in finance and accounting, so that industry. So a lot of the positions that they are looking for are in that space. Now, I will say, when looking at the different job opportunities, I didn't really see a ton of overwhelmingly full-time positions. I did see some freelance and part-time positions, but there were some full-time roles, specifically in accounting and finance, of course. So again, a lot of the positions are going to be on the job description, they'll say Toronto or Ontario based, but these are positions that are flexible to be remote jobs. And when I looked online, they had 26 job openings. They look to be solely in Canada, which I think is just Canada based. It's not quite as large as a Shopify, but seems like overall a good company to check out. I mean, I don't know a ton about this company again, and looking at the page, they don't have a ton of content, just looking at their LinkedIn page, but I think it just is because it's a smaller company. So moving right along on my list is a global company that I have heard of before, but before really making this video and doing some research into them, I didn't know much about, but it's called Thomson Reuters. I don't know if I'm pronouncing their name right. Thomson Reuters. I feel like it sounds like there's a P in there, but there's no P. Anyway, Thomson Reuters is basically a global company that specializes in staffing, and a lot of what they focus on in their staffing is going to be your finance and accounting, tax, but also legal areas, along with some other niche areas like healthcare and science. So basically a staffing firm. Now, I will say there's also jobs that you can find that are in the IT space, and also like marketing and sales and those areas as well. So they're pretty broad. I will say that something I really liked in looking at the company is that they were actually recognized and named as America's, yes, both they have a presence globally, so in Canada and the US, but they were recognized as America's best employers for women here, so I'm pretty happy about that. But this was a recognition by Forbes magazine, and also they were recognized as one of the best places to work for disability inclusion, which is awesome. To my point earlier, I am a strong advocate for diversity and inclusion. I actually spent a couple years focused primarily on diversity and inclusion for entry-level marketing and public relations professionals. Thomson Reuters, they have 116 job openings right now. And so a lot of the positions are pretty broad. So they're looking for account executives, they're looking for government analysts, they're looking for digital specialists, on and on and on. So they have a mix of full-time roles and also contract to long-term contract. Okay, and so the last company that I'm going to be talking about is a company called Rogers Communications, and they are offering remote and flexible work options as well, and they are based in Canada. They're basically a voice and data communications company. So if you think of a company like AT&T, for example, so providing cable TV, high-speed internet, phone services, all of that's under the telecommunications realm. They are, let me see. They appear to be hiring for a number of part-time and temporary jobs all across Canada, so from Toronto to Vancouver, and it's really a mix of positions. So they've been hiring for different types of ambassadors to programming assistants, to technical support positions. So kind of a mix of everything, but I definitely feel like more of the jobs lean towards the technical end. So there you have it. Those are the companies currently in Canada that are hiring for remote or virtual or flexible work options right now. And I hope this is helpful for anyone if you are based in the Canada area and looking for a professional job with remote work options. Definitely check out those companies. I would say at the top of my list would probably be Shopify, just because it is a larger company, and so there's probably going to be one more positions that come available over time. But then also, just in regards to remote work options and just resources, you're probably going to find that more with a larger company. And then the next thing is just, I really liked how their branding was really targeted towards their employees and making sure their employees had a really comfortable environment for every single employee. So I think that's great. I will say there wasn't a lot of information about Linic Group, Thomson Reuters. I'm kind of unsure about, because I saw some information on one website and then I saw another website that wasn't quite as consistent, but I do think it's a really strong company to look at. They are offering some remote work positions. I'm just not 100% about how many of those positions are actually going to be in Canada. However, if they're a global company, they probably do have those resources to where they can offer different types of flexible work arrangements based on wherever you're located. And then the last company, just Rogers Communication in the telecom space. So if you have telecom experience, or if you are technical in some standpoint and you have that experience, that may be another place to look. Again, Canada based, so there were openings in Toronto, Waterloo, Canada, Vancouver, really all across from what I could see. And a lot of them were technical roles, but I also did see some financial specific roles, like senior auditors, for example, and accounts payable administrators and things of that nature. So that is it for this video. I hope it is helpful for my Canadian friends that are on the job search. And until next time, I will see you in the next video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you're interested in this type of content and found the information valuable. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.